my slips, my falls, my trials and tribulations, my heart, my balls, my somebody stop me, somebody come and get me. Little did I know that the Lord was riding with me. The dark, the light, my heart, the fight, the wrong, the right is gone.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another JVS movie review coming from the Millburg Film Festival. This time, we are reviewing the surprising film that caught me completely off guard when I saw it. Adam Driver film named The Report, starring himself, Annette Bening, Michael C. Hall, I think Ted Levine, I think he's in this too. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head here, people, before I give you the synopsis on it. So, The Report. The synopsis is, the plot follows Staffer Daniel Jones and the Senate Intelligence Committee as they investigate the CIA's use of torture following the 9/11 attacks. It covers more than a decade's worth of real-life political intrigue, exploring and compacting Jones's 6,700-page report on our efforts to catch terrorists. That's basically what the story is here. I say surprising because before this film festival, I heard of the report. I said, hey, this is something I kind of want to see. You know, you get Adam Driver, who I believe is possibly the best young actor in Hollywood right now. You get Annette Bening, who I will always love everything she does. Michael C. Hall, who I believe is awesome. Like, the cast was all there, and I really wanted to see this movie. Because I said, dude, it has to be good. I know this story. I know this. I know how everything broke down. I really, really want to see this movie. And then I left the film festival after catching an 8 a.m. screening of it, loving this film. Completely loving this film. If you like just the old political intrigue type films, I'm thinking, the joint with Robert Redford. I can't remember. Based off of Nixon tapes. Like, think Watergate, or I think Ryan Phillippe did one. Like, not saying that's a good thing. I think it's called Breach or something like that Ryan Phillippe did like in the mid 2000s. But it's in that same vein as just political intrigue. It's not a situation where like we're looking for the mystery killer, or we're looking for this, we're looking for that. This is a real life story, so we know what's going to happen here. It spans two completely different presidents. It starts with Bush and everything from the 9/11 attacks and how we got this committee put together, and then it goes through Obama, and we see how, even though we think both of those political parties never agree on something, they both clearly agreed on covering up the things that we were doing, and they were never honest with it. We see Daniel Jones struggle to get the truth out, fight against everybody, including the people he was working with to get the report done, as he was fighting with them to try to get this report out and to be 100% truthful and honest to the American people that torture does not work in any way, shape, form, or fashion. It is an amazing story. Afterwards, we actually had the opportunity to interview Mr. Daniel Jones after the film. And again, I asked him some of those questions too while we were interviewing him about how was the process? How was the people you worked with? Do you believe that we are in a better place following your report and things of that nature? Very interesting story. So when I post it, please check that out, because that's a perfect companion piece with the review of the film. But again, as a film, awesome. If you like political intrigue films, it's shot beautifully. It's acted amazingly. Again, Adam Driver, my goodness. Adam Driver is the best going right now. I can't think of anyone who's coming close to Adam Driver at this point. Between Patterson, Black Klansman, I'm not going to include the Star Wars movies, I know. Silence, Marriage Story, which I think he's going to probably win Best Actor for this year. And then this, like, it's just movie after movie after movie after movie. And again, it's other movies thrown in there. I'm just naming those movies because those are prestige films with prestige performances that he put on. And again, he kills it in this movie. Completely kills it in this movie. Annette Bening, I can't say enough about Annette Bening. Like, she's Annette Bening. And again, it's a smaller role for her because the movie is really driven by Adam Driver. And his performance, his pursuit playing Daniel Jones, everything feels so real. And I think when you make films like this based off of real life events, everything needs to feel real to the audience. And the whole movie feels extremely real. Like, you just You feel like you're in the middle of it. Even if you know the conclusion, you know what we're getting to, you still feel like you're in the middle of it. And I think that plays a lot on the director and the actor to be able to pull something off like this. This is going to be something that I think people who catch it, you'll love it. I want to say it's an Amazon film, because I think that's another thing that surprised me, that this was an Amazon film. Again, I think it was probably international film festival release, and then they possibly bought the rights to it. It doesn't matter at this point. This is a movie that you should see, especially if you like film. I'm not going to say just because of the political climate that we're in now that you see something like this. I'm just going to say if you like film, you like great performances, please check this out. Out of 4 stars, I give The Report 3.5 stars. I think this is an amazing movie and a nice little sleeper film. Even if you can't catch it in theaters, which I think you should catch it in theaters, but if you can't catch it in theaters, this is like the perfect movie to like wake up on a Saturday mid-morning, Sunday mid-morning, sit down on your couch and just enjoy great performances that will keep you at the edge of your seat the whole time, even though you know the outcome of the story. This has been another JVS review, this time again of the film The Report, starring Annette Bening, Michael C. Hall, and the amazing Adam Driver. Peace, people.